Coming to you from the lovely campus of LaGrange College, this is Panther Talk, your weekly dose of world news, trivia, and campus updates. I'm Aria, and here with me today I have Jeannie. You know, I don't think I've ever said your name normally whenever I introduce you on the podcast.
But you know what? I love it every time. It keeps me on my toes is what it does.
Don't tell me that. I don't know. Okay, semester is almost over.
Yeah.
It's gone by a little too fast.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't at all. Slow down.
Seriously.
Slow down.
Yeah.
How are you feeling first semester?
Pretty good. I mean, love it here. It's grand. It's a lot, but I love a lot. I love a lot all at once.
Me too.
But yeah, I'm having a grand old time. I really love it here. This is very much, it's become home away from home very, very quickly, and I was not expecting that.
Yay! So. Can we add an applause right there, Kelton? Make a note of that. Since we actually have applause tracks now in the podcast. We used to not, and now, and I'd just be like, let's add an applause there. Silence. But now we have an applause track, which is my favorite thing about the podcast. So we'll just go ahead and move on into our interview with Dr. Baxter. Yay!
Thanks for having me today.
Yes!
It's wonderful to be out again. I've been listening to the podcast and learning a lot.
Yay! That's our goal with this, is to help people learn about the college and stuff. We're hoping that it gets its way around off campus also, so that way people are, starting to learn about LaGrange. But I don't know if it's made it that far yet. I don't know the stats. But we have a few questions for you, and then if you have some updates, I'm sure, because this place is always evolving and growing. So we'd love to hear about those. But our first question for you is, what is your favorite part about being the president of LaGrange College?
Oh, that's really easy. It's the students. It's the relationships that I get to have, and you all are just spectacular. And so to get to walk alongside of you all and watch your growth and development from the time you come in to the time you leave, and then the beauty now, because I've been here for a number of years, is that at homecoming, when students come back, I remember them as undergrads. They're not all new people to me. And so to hear their part of the journey and what's happening, and they're getting married, and they're starting families, and they got that job they wanted or that promotion they wanted, and to hear their stories of place, about how this place, right, changed their lives. It's just my favorite part of the job. You all just inspire me.
Beautiful.
This is not the first time that I've cried on the podcast, but wow. I just wow. Okay, anyway. Move along before I
Next question.
All right, what is the best memory you have from this semester?
Oh.
Ooh, best memory of this semester. I'm thinking, to those listening to that giant pause. Okay, well, I'd have to think about, I may want to edit this answer if you ask, if I think about it for another little bit. But what I'd say, I think immediately, is that first home football game here, and we had the drumline pep band out there, and that is something that I had dreamed of happening and wanted to have happen, and for various reasons it didn't happen until this year. So to have that, to have more cheerleaders than we've had, the fan base out there, and I remember passing Coach Dotson's wife, and then Coach Kelton, who is the coach of baseball, but it supervises those games, and kind of having a moment with each one of this look of, dare we say it, could we win? And what would this be like? And to get Coach Dotson's first win here as a head coach. And so to be in that energy and to do it, that was a significant memory. My only regret is that there weren't more students there to participate in and all that. And I really hope, with homecoming, it's beautiful You've got all these tents out, students, groups, alumni groups, and it's wonderful to see that parking lot. And parents, I should say, of football players. And a number of parents stopped me and said, this is fantastic. And then some of the older alums said, this is what football was every game. That the student organizations came out and set up tents alongside the parents, and it was just a tailgating party before every football game. And I thought, why aren't we doing that now? So I'm so thrilled that SGA has worked. At this point, by the time you hear this, we will have done this. There's now going to be a student section at the games.
Yes.
And I just encourage the students to think about that energy across the whole year. You could tailgate at lacrosse games. You could tailgate for baseball games. You could tailgate for softball games. Think about the ways in which we do that. I'm talking about spring, so no shade on soccer and other sports. I think students should do that too. But feel free. That's wonderful to set up and just be in community with each other. So that, Jeannie, is one of my favorite memories, I think, is that first win for Coach Dodson.
Yeah.
Watching them pour the Gatorade on him, or the Powerade, and just the excitement of that. That was wonderful.
Yes. I wish so badly that I could have cheered that game, but that was right after I hurt myself. And but I remember I was like in a boot on crutches and everything, and we got like a touchdown, and I like jumped up in the air, and I was like, yeah! And I was like, I have to be careful. But I was so excited.
Exciting.
It was so
very exciting. And then the
good.
homecoming game was fantastic. So
Yeah, it was.
We will continue our winning trajectory on into next season.
Heck yeah. Jeannie, I'm curious as to what your best memory is of this semester, since this is your first semester.
There are honestly so many to pick from. I think the first thing that comes to mind, honestly, was the Wizard of Oz table read, because that's when I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm doing what I came here to do, and I'm starting and I'm hitting the ground, and that's when it really clicked that I was like, okay, this is I'm finally basing my academic career around what I'm gonna want to do in the future. So probably that, because that was just a cool little
Yes.
And you were spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
You were absolutely spectacular.
Do you know how many people asked me if you were an alum?
First year student.
And I said, no, she's a freshman. Yeah. You were so good. And I remember sitting at that read, and the first time that you opened your mouth as the Wicked Witch, I was like,
I remember seeing you jump.
I was like,
oh! Yeah, she's it. She was
I was
it.
like, this was perfection. And then I was over here being an Irish Glinda.
But you ate.
What a smell of sulfur. It was crazy. It was craziness. That whole first read through, it was so good.
It was so fun.
I'd say that is one of my top memories of this semester too, because that was the first time I also saw all of our new theater people, and the people who are non-majors who are doing the show. That was the first time that I really saw that teamwork that we were about to have, and then just from there to the final product, jaw dropped. So good. Yeah. Okay, next question. What are some goals that you have for LaGrange College in the spring semester and beyond? I see you have a list here.
Well, we work off of a strategic plan that's a multi-year plan. So we don't think about it, or I don't think about it in terms of one semester at a time. We're on a 5-year trajectory. We have begun year 3 of this plan, and kind of where are we headed. And so I just, pause to celebrate the phase 1 completion of the renovations that took place in Hawks and Boatwright and Pitts. For those that are first-year students, your bathrooms look dramatically different than they did for everybody else that attended the college. We also were able to fix some electrical stuff that was not dangerous, but kept us from being able to accommodate the load of refrigerators in Hawks, for example. So there were a number of things that we did, and that's from the generosity of alumni and friends of the college that gave and wanted a better experience there. And that was phase 1, which implies a phase 2. So we are continuing to raise money and have raised money for what will happen in phase 2 and are developing that list. So as soon as the students are out of the residence halls in May, we will begin the work of what phase 2 means. So I can't share with you what's included there because we're still building that list. And students have added some things to the priorities. Like one suggestion was they wanted the ability to fill a water bottle. So instead of a water fountain, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's gone on the list of could that be possible in phase 2. So we're looking at refining that list. So I'm excited about that. We're also in a time period where we're looking at some things from a branding perspective. How do we want to talk about ourselves? That work will be going on this spring. Yes. That may not sound very exciting to you all, but it's exciting to a president to be doing that work. And then also the board has authorized the creation of a feasibility study. And a feasibility study is the step you take before you start putting together what a comprehensive capital campaign might look like. And if that still sounds like Greek to you,
I was just thinking
that is the process. A comprehensive capital campaign is what's the major fundraising objective for the college for the next 10 years.
Got it.
And so this will have some buildings. This might have scholarship aid for students. It might have other components, faculty stuff. I don't know what's in it. But we're using data and talking, and we'll put that plan together. So that's exciting to me because there's a benefit on the other end for students of all of that work. Everything we do is about students. And so raising more dollars for student scholarship aid, getting more housing, because we're at 88% capacity, and if we continue to bring in large classes, we're going to max out. So how do we accommodate all of those needs? So that's exciting work for the spring, which is very different from what you all will be excited about for the spring. As well, we're starting a master's in computer science, and that first cohort will begin in the spring.
Yes.
We have a second cohort of our clinical mental health counseling program that will start in the spring. And I'm really excited about that because that's a response to basically we had a waiting list in the fall. We couldn't accept everybody who was eligible to come. And we had to say, well, can we defer you to January or can we defer you to the following August? And that's a wonderful position for the college to be in.
Yeah.
It's also wonderful for us as a society. We know that people are in pain and hurting, and we need more counselors. And so to have more people, 12 more people that are going to go out into the world and meet with clients and help those that are addicted to drugs or going through a tough marriage moment, and perhaps they avoid divorce if that's the best thing for the family, and they counsel with children and they help. Just the impact that our graduates make in that area, it's really inspiring to me.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that a second cohort is going to happen there. And then we are working on a new engineering degree that will come online. So it's official. It is coming online. So I say working on. We're in the process of hiring faculty already for next year for you all. So additional faculty in education and additional faculty in other areas where we know the demand is there and we need to bring in additional expertise. So I'm excited about what that means. And this manufacturing engineering technology degree, it's going to be fantastic, an opportunity for our students, and we'll be glad to talk about what that degree is and what you do with it. I'm amazed as I've met our alums that are working in manufacturing, and they've all said, boy, if you had had that, I would have majored in it. I had to get to my route a very different way, but we're excited about this program and how much of a difference. You graduate from LaGrange College with that degree, and you've got an immediate job here in Troup County.
Yeah.
Or if you want to find another manufacturer elsewhere back home, but you've got immediate employment here. And that is impactful to this community and will help this community continue to thrive. So we're excited about that. And of course, our new doctoral degree program started in August. 30 students in that. Blew our minds. We didn't anticipate 30. We thought maybe 10. We've already got a slew of applications for next fall. So we're really excited. So guys, this first doctorate is going very well. And our accreditors were on campus last week and reviewing us. They have to do one more final stamp for us to offer a doctoral degree program. You can offer it, you just can't graduate somebody till they come. But that visit's important because it helps inform us ways that we might need to improve and think about. And there are things we're already thinking about because we exceeded expectations. So we're needing to hire more faculty to keep up with the demand of the program, which is a fantastic position to be in. So we're excited about that. So sorry, long answer to what the spring is.
No, I'm here for it. I think I am so excited about all these things, and I may be the only student who's like pumped for everything. I don't know what this move was, but I'd like this kind of
You're
stuff.
a Troup County resident, right?
Yes.
So you get the impact that we've made in this community and our graduates. And I talk to graduates. 23% of our graduates choose to stay in Troup County. And that isn't that they were from Troup County. So I talked to some recent graduates and asking like, hey, you're working at this accounting firm and you're working here, like, why here? And we fell in love with this community. We decided this is where we wanted to get married and start our married life. And it may last for a long while. It may be just a chapter, but we wanted to be here. And we find that over and over again, that people just love the thriving arts community, all the things, the new breweries, right? All of that's come, that's offered a different spectrum of what you can do here in LaGrange, and let alone the employment opportunities and the faith, the churches, all of the opportunities our students have and graduates.
So this makes my heart like beam. It just makes me so happy to like know that we're doing so well, because I can say that if you know me, you know how much I love this college, because I can say with confidence that this college it has changed my life, but it also like saved my life in a sense. Like when I came in, I was so broken down and like not well up here. And I've gotten better. I still have a very long way to go, but because of this college and the people here and the opportunities, I've come a very long way from where freshman Aria was to where junior me is. So this just like makes me so happy.
Yeah. Next question?
Next question.
Later. Do you have any exciting holiday plans?
I don't know whether exciting is the word for it. I've got holiday plans. They're plans that I like, so I guess that makes it exciting. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to Tennessee or anything. For Thanksgiving, we will go to Atlanta and just spend some time there and that's where I lived before moving here. So we'll go back and spend some time. We have Thanksgiving, but then Friendsgiving. And so everybody brings leftover. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Right? You
truly.
bring leftover. So you're like, I have this many yams left over, and I have this much whatever. Cranberry sauce. And you bring all of that together and you eat. And so we will do that kind of activity. So that's good for my soul to reconnect and touch. They don't necessarily want to ask me about work. And so I can just be me. And then be with my boys. They'll be out of school. And
yes.
So one of the things, this is exciting actually. My son has finished reading The Hobbit. And we have a requirement in the house that typically if we're going to watch a movie and there's a book about it, then we need to have read the book first. And so we required The Hobbit. Now, I tried that with Lord of the Rings, and no offense to all the fans, but I could not get through all the Tom Bombadil lyrics and limericks that are in Lord of the Rings. If you've never read it, we have it in the library. Go check it out and just try it. It would take about 20 pages to describe the forest, and the forest wasn't the main character. Ooh. And so we couldn't get through that, so we broke our rule for that. So having read The Hobbit, it means we can stream all of the Lord of the Rings series. And I love that kind of movie. So I'm excited to watch my 11-year-old see this come to life. So that's exciting. And then for Christmas, I'm going to take quite a bit of time off I need a break. And so when the boys are out of school, I will be out as well. And we will be here and we'll be in Atlanta. And we're also going to go to North Carolina where my family is located. And we will eat way more food and watch more football than is probably healthy for anybody. And we will enjoy ourselves. So for me, it's all about downtime and really getting away and getting charged up. And by the end of it, I will miss you all and want you back, right? But I'm going to really enjoy it, and then I'm going to be itchy to get back to campus and back at it.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm ready to be home and take a break, but then like week 2 of Christmas break, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, we like to put puzzles together, and so I put a lot of Christmas puzzles or whatever kind of puzzles we have. We typically, Mark will buy one puzzle for each season. I still have not put the Halloween puzzle together yet, so we'll be putting together puzzles we haven't put together yet. We're behind, but I just enjoy the slowness of that.
Yes.
The exercise of that, the being present with myself and with my children.
Yes. I think we need another applause track there. Okay. Trivia?
It is my favorite segment.
Is it really?
No.
I'm telling
Not
you.
at all. I dread
person.
that every time. But I've been promised this one's going to be really good.
Yeah, this one's fun, and I feel confident in your abilities.
Well, and I just want to say, we don't like it because we're afraid we're going to look like we don't know the answers. But in all reality, it's a good exercise to remind us that we never know all the answers.
Yes.
And it's all right to be silly and playful and not know something. And you can go find the information out later.
Heck yeah.
So it's okay.
Yes.
But it's uncomfortable, and that's why we don't like it. Living in a space where you're going to look potentially like an idiot doesn't feel good.
I'm always
But
living in
welcome
a
to
space.
life. Welcome to life. So go right on.
Okay, so this is holiday trivia.
Okay.
Our first question. In the classic Christmas song, "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," the Grinch was described using 3 words. What were they?
Stink, stank, stonk.
There you go.
See?
I like that.
Already
one.
on a roll.
Already on a roll.
Already on a roll.
We have to watch that. So we have a tradition on Christmas Eve. We will make some sort of cookies. It used to be sugar cookies that the boys, really got into decorating.
Yeah.
We kind of passed that milestone in their lives because they're older now. So I end up making the cookies, and then we come home from the Christmas Eve service and we watch The Grinch or Frosty or Rudolph. We watch one of them and eat our Christmas cookies. But I like the Grinch. I'm partial. Little Cindy Lou Who
Oh
is
my gosh.
precious to me.
Don't get me started. The Grinch is my favorite Christmas character. I love the Grinch, both the cartoon and the live action one.
I've never seen the live action. I can't get off. I can't get over.
It's good, but the cartoon one is
The cartoon.
just perfect.
It's I'm imperfect, clearly, in your eyes. But by not seeing, you should see
Never.
her expression. It's one of utter, how ignorant can you be not to have watched that movie? I don't like live action when there's something such classic.
Yeah, well, like,
know?
it's just...
They're so separate in my brain. I see
Yeah.
them as 2 completely different movies.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, they are.
I
Because
really do.
the
plot's different.
The plot's
and
different.
it's-
What do you mean the plot's different?
like, there's more in the
expanded.
live action one.
Expanded.
There's more happening. There's more funny.
And there's Christine Baranski.
Oh!
Okay, well, maybe
love
I'll
me
break
some
down and
Christine
watch it, but I've avoided it. I like the classic.
Okay. I mean, I can
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
But my family, we also watch The Grinch every Christmas Eve, and we make Grinch floats.
Oh, so cute.
What do you use for the green?
Lime sherbet, lime sorbet. Oh. It's so good. It is my
In
favorite
like
drink.
7-Up or something?
Yes.
Yes.
It is
yeah.
my favorite thing. Like, thinking about a Grinch float right now is just like
It would sound good. Does sound good.
so good.
I like it.
Yes. Next question. The Miracle. Oh, let me try that again. The movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real life department store. What is it?
Macy's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Yes.
On a roll. On a roll. 2 for 2.
On a roll. On
2
a
for
roll.
2 for 2.
Haven't had to phone a friend yet, so it's okay.
Which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk punch?
I have never heard of milk punch.
Me either.
Eggnog.
Yeah, it's eggnog.
It is.
I've that was
It's already in the stores. I noticed.
Yeah.
Like shelves and shelves at the Publix.
I can't.
I've never had it, and it scares me.
Oh, okay. So I'm a big fan of eggnog. Actually, I like eggnog ice cream. They had it in the caf one day, and I tried it, and I actually.
So I was always afraid of eggnog because I don't love eggs, and at your age I really avoided eggs. I later in life realized there's nutrients and stuff that my body needs, and so I chose to eat eggs again. But eggnog was just a scary sound for somebody who doesn't like eggs, but it's actually pretty good. You put like nutmeg or something on top, sprinkle that on. You can, if you're over the age of 21, add something to it. If you're not, it's still good. Just sprinkle your nutmeg on top. That's the trick. You got to have the little sprinkle on top. And I think it's nutmeg. I think it's something. Yeah, y'all are nodding.
I think it's nutmeg, but it's so good.
That would be if I told you the wrong spice, like garlic powder, and you know. Don't listen to me. No, it's nutmeg.
Salt. Garlic powder in eggnog.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, gosh.
You'll never try.
Okay. How many ghosts show up in the classic movie A Christmas Carol?
Future, past, and present, right? Or is there another? Do you count the scary death guy? Marley?
Yes.
Who comes back? He's
Marley
one.
And Marley.
So you count Marley, and then you've got future, past, and present. So I think that's 4.
Yes, that is 4.
Perfect.
That is correct.
Perfect.
Yay. So, thoughts on the Muppet Christmas Carol movie?
Okay, that one's fine. That's
so
a remake.
good.
That's fine.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Good.
I watched that for the first time last Christmas. Wow. At least I think it was the first time. I didn't remember watching it ever. Oh, and I watched it so many times. So many times. And like I'm the type of person where if I really like a movie, I will just watch it over and over and over again until I get tired of it. And there's like a cycle.
Yes.
And that was one of those ones that I watched over and over and over again. But then Christmas time ran out and I couldn't watch it.
It's really amazing when you think how they shoot that, how the art. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine as theater people, you appreciate the artistry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of Jim Henson's inspiration.
Yes.
And just how creative he must have, how he was, and you know, all of us know Kermit the Frog, and just there's not many people that have that kind of legacy where across the globe people know Kermit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Why are... Oh, wait.
There's so many.
I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, last trivia question. You're doing really well right now.
Okay. Bring it.
Which classic Christmas carol contains the lyric, "Strike the harp and join the chorus"?
Oh, I know this. Strike the harp and join the chorus. Da 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 da.
Yes.
Yes.
Deck the halls.
Deck the halls.
Yeah.
Yes.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
You got all those right. You were 5 for 5.
I'm 5 for. Apparently, I just needed to have Christmas. No,
Yeah.
Not about presents. Not about whatever
Summer.
fireworks, whatever, or 4th of July, or whatever it was. I can't remember last year.
SPF.
SPF.
I think about that clip
Summer.
constantly.
It was a summer. Yeah, I
Yes.
guess it was a summertime trivia. I am not good at summer. I am great at Christmas.
I think about that clip constantly where you're like, what does that mean? It is like engraved in my brain.
I still can't recall it now. Can you?
Sun protection
Formula or
factor?
factor?
Factor. We're getting a nod from Kelton. Factor. Sun protection factor. Okay, so that was our trivia. I say we move into some sports that are happening, which is not much this week. So the
Basketball.
basketball, which I'm so excited for. The next upcoming games are November 25th, which is men's basketball versus Brevard College in Mariotti at 5 p.m. And November 26th, we have women's basketball versus Oglethorpe University in Mariotti at 6 p.m. When I tell you I am so pumped for basketball, it's not even funny. I just got a basketball sweatshirt, and it came in the other day, and I have not taken it off. Like, it's been my sweatshirt that
I
I've
have
been
seen
wearing.
you. Yeah.
I think I've worn it every single day since I got it on Saturday.
As students come out, that place can be a hard place to play because of its smallness.
Yeah.
And the intimacy of that. And what that means is it doesn't take many people to make it loud and difficult. And so come out, because if 100 students or 200, 300 people come, it feels really full. And they play awesome. They are ranked high in the conference. So please come out and support our Panthers.
I'm so excited for basketball. And we aren't doing basketball cheer this year, so I feel like I actually get to watch the game and not have to think about what cheer is going to be called. And I'm so excited, because also my little Kenzie England is actually going to get to play this year, because she was injured last year, so she didn't get to play. And so I'm super excited for her. Yes, and we don't really have any CE credits coming up, which is...
Well, you're focused on exams.
Yeah.
And just to remind first-year students, but we do have the exam breakfast that will happen. And so that's where we gather in the cafeteria late at night, 9 o'clock, I think. And for an hour and a half or so, we have the cafeteria open and we serve breakfast. And you can come, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a good way to de-stress. So come, load up on carbs and protein, and then go back to your studies. So pancakes galore.
Yes, late night breakfast
Biscuits,
is it's my
eggs,
favorite.
sausage.
It is my absolute favorite. It's so much fun, and
It's served by people like myself who will walk around and take your plates when you're done. And it's a real gift that we're able to be in fellowship, and professors will be there. And if you've got a last minute question, they are there for you to talk to.
Yes, you can ask them. I asked Dr. PV a question about my exam last year.
Many people do. She's always there. She's delightful.
Yes.
And we have a little competition about whose line gets more students through it, and so it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I did not know that was a thing.
PB is competitive. If you don't know that about
That doesn't surprise me. I'm going to keep that in mind.
yeah.
Keep that in mind. Okay, and now this is my favorite segment right here. It's our positive weekly news. An 18-month-old bloodhound has won the top prize in the Hero Dog Awards for 2024. The pup has been saving lives, reuniting families, and solving crimes for most of his young life as a canine officer with a North Carolina police department.
How nice.
Precious.
We do not deserve dogs.
No.
Or cats. I shout out to my dog Sam. Love. That's incredible. Can we talk about how amazing dogs are?
Yeah.
They're so smart and so necessary in a sense. But that's so cool.
That is cool.
Congratulations to that bloodhound. Okay, and this is our final episode this season. So it's time to close her out. Why am I getting emotional over here? So Panther Talk is written by Kelton Hunt, produced by Aria Mabry and Kelton Hunt, audio engineering by Trenton Dillard, audio editing by KeOnthany Seals, audio mixing and mastering by Kelton Hunt, and music by Jacob Broom. And a special thank you to President Baxter for letting us interview you today. And that's our show and our season. And thank you all so much for listening.
Goodbye for now, and have a good one, Panthers.
Bye, y'all.